Hello everybody. إذا ممكن ناخد شوي من وقتكم. I am a recently appointed professor teaching the course Education 599. It is a teaching diploma course offered at LIU, teaching LIU students doing the TDs or the masters how to teach entrepreneurial skills. I have a lesson plan to share with you. So basically, it is the lesson that's going to be this week, April 21 and April 28, 2020, Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. Basically, the lesson plan is covering 50 minutes per session. The subject is Advanced Entrepreneurial Skills Course, which is the title of the course, the subject of matter. Topic is learning how to do a customer survey and building a value proposition. The materials, which are the books, materials, resources, website, and technology we are using in this course: computers, mobile phones, and or tablets with a working headset, because we will be listening to videos as part of the first lesson concerns. While utilizing internet connection, the students are expected to download a series of videos and a pre-test to complete before the first session starts. Basically, this website is www.hsgl.com, and they will also have to download a pitch deck to complete by the end of the second session. The same website will be used for the post-test as well, which will be given in the third lesson before it starts. The students as a material will be given the Uber business model, because they have to represent the same Canvas model for their pitches using the available deck. The course facilitators will ask the students to engage in activities during both lessons using the above tools. The post-test will be, of course, done at the start of the third lesson before resuming the regular course syllabus. Objectives: the students, by the end of both sessions, will be able to, first of all, develop a startup idea into a comprehensive and highly scalable business model by applying customer development principles in a real-life exercise, using a cognitive approach. To evaluate the different options in creating a startup, we will be focusing on the affective domain. Whereas the students at the end of this 2 sessions course will learn to perform a 6-minute pitch by following the pitch deck. This is following the psychomotor. What are the strategies used? Basically, we are using brainstorming, cooperative learning, demonstration, differentiation and discussion, guided practice and hands-on activities, and independent practice. Brainstorming involves that the students, while selecting their teams, will discuss the main issues related to COVID-19 that entrepreneurs may solve, example as mental health issues. Cooperative learning. This is an extremely important strategy for Education 599 students, as they need to cooperate during both lessons to prepare for the final 6-minute pitch. This is their graded assessment, which will be covering 20% of the grade, which equivalents to the midterm exam for the Education 599 course. Demonstration. This will be shown once Education 559 students pitch their ideas. Differentiation and discussion. Both will be used and students may pursue at home, because they have to differentiate product, they have to give discussions, because basically the students will be taking at home a small assessment if they need to continue at home, but basically it's going to be paid work. Guided practice and hands-on activities will be done during both sessions, which are of course practical sessions. Independent practice. The students will only use independent activities in watching the videos on customer segments and value proposition in the first lesson before the actual teamwork begins. Indirect instruction and paired work are both used, as well as study guides and think, pair, share. These are used where the students need to focus on finding the ideas, getting together, following the guides, let's say like the Uber business model, when they have to do their Canvas model. When we go to the actual warm-up, the students' lesson outline plan for the following 2 classes on education, for the Education 559, follows the following steps. Engage and build student motivation and interest to learn about entrepreneurial skills. In the first lesson, ensure the students get motivated to do the challenge. Declare the purpose of these 2 lessons to find a solution for COVID-19. Design the lesson in a way to have students engage in teams of 2 to 4 people to learn about how to select customers to target and how to make a value proposition. Ensure the students in the second lesson by next week, April 28, develop the business model and integrate the customer survey results and value proposition in the final pitch. By the end of lesson 2, all teams are to present their final pitches as if they were pitching in front of investors, which definitely will count as their final assessment, which will be kind of a midterm exam, and it will be taken 20% of the grade. What does the body or the procedure involve? It involves teaching and learning strategies as they are catered to delivering the 6-minute pitch. This is the final outcome of the total 100 hours. Content or skills, teaching the students the basic of 21st century skills through doing their own work, because there are no direct instructions involved. Integration of prior knowledge and new knowledge. Students through these lessons will not only learn how to create startups, they'll also learn how to evaluate what being an entrepreneur is like. Differentiation of instruction. Instruction is tailored to meet individual needs. Student learning activities, guided practice, scaffolding, and support to ensure the construction of meaning. All those techniques are used interchangeably to ensure the students understand the basics of these 2 lessons. Finally, the strategies of independent practice and collaborative learning are both used and evaluated throughout both lessons using formative assessments, except for the pitch that is the only graded assessment at the end of the 2 sessions. So as a closure, the following points are to be taken into account. The bullet points used have been outlined to show the lesson or group of sessions following reviewing the content skills taught that will be done by 2 assessments, the formative and summative. Questioning to check for student understanding informally in the 3rd session. Summarizing and evaluating all performances in both lessons to plan upcoming ones. As a result, the upcoming lessons will involve practically learning about teaching entrepreneurial skills. Based on the assessment of this lesson, the teacher will know how to cover, or me as a teacher, I'll know how to cover the upcoming lessons. If I have to deviate from the initial plan, to cover the material based on the students' understanding or how the students got the point that we were able to evaluate the performance. As per assigning homeworks, as it's a practical course, it won't really be necessary because it's a 2 sessions lesson. The only work that might be involved is when the students will have to take home the class discussion and continue digitally. As per assignments, at the end of lesson 1, making the online survey and value proposition as a formative ungraded assessment, that should be done in class, but if the students need to do this task, they may have to take it at home and consort together by doing the rest of the work. At the end of session 2, they have to present a 6-minute pitch in class that is considered summative because it's graded, and it's considered not really an assignment, it's really more like a midterm, but we will consider this as an assignment for the purpose of the course. So if you go to the assessments, we have pre-assessment, the the HSGL test, that is the test that all entrepreneurs take before doing the entrepreneurial skills coaching and after. So session 1, for the first 5 or 10 minutes, students will fill this questionnaire. The formative assessments are watching, in the first half of lesson 1, watching videos about value proposition, MVP, and customer identification individually. By end of the first lesson, they will have completed their customer surveys and value proposition in pairs of teams of 3 to maximum 4. At the first half of lesson 2, the students would have completed their business canvas following the Uber model with their teams. Summative assessment is the pitch done by the end of session 2, which counts for 20% of the final grade for the spring 2019-20 semester. Post-assessment is a post-test related to the pre-test from before, is taken when the students have to pass again the HSGL test to see if the score changed, percent of happy, luck, gut, smarts, and heart. So this will be done at the beginning of lesson 3, just before the lesson resumes following the regular program after the project-based exercise has been completed, because the students are supposed to learn about project or phenomenon-based learning using different skills like 21st century skills, and using the skills that they have learned in previous classes to know what it takes to be an entrepreneur and to present their final pitch. So thank you very much for your time. This basically is the lesson plan for the Education 559 course, which is of course an assessment given to our Education 556 course, telling us how we should do to build a lesson plan. Thanks again for your time, and see you next time.